Hello everyone, this is Meera Gupta and let us continue the next para from class 12th English book, chapter The Rat Trap by Selma Lagerlof. As in earlier video, I have covered the para from 1st to 10 and here we are going to continue from para 11. Okay, now our story was end up in the last previous video that the peddler, after returning back from the old man's house when he had stolen the money, and he returned back to the forest and he got lost in the dense forest. Suddenly he fell down and heard the sound of thumping of hammer, and then he realized that definitely there he could find some people nearby. So with this thought he gathered some strength and started walking with a great difficulty towards that direction. Okay, so let us see the next para, what happened after that. Para 11. The Ramjo's Iron Works, which are now closed down, were not so long ago to plant with smelter, rolling mill and forge. In the summertime, long lines of heavily loaded barks and scows slide down the canal, which laid a large inland lake, and in the winter time, the roads near the mill were black from all the coal dust which sifted down from the big caracol crates. Okay, now see the difficult meaning. Forge means a shop where metal is heated. Barge means a long flat bottomed boat for carrying freight on canals and rivers. Sifted means descended lightly. Smelter means a machine in which metal is melted to form into a shape. Rolling mill means machine to roll metal into sheets. Okay, now see the explanation. The Ramjo Iron Works was a large plant which had shut down few years ago. It had a smelter, rolling mill and a forge. In summers, long flat bottom boats carrying the material would come down the canal which led to a large inland lake for supplying material to the mill, and in winters the roads turned black because of the coal dust that came along due to transportation of the caracol crates. Okay, now see the next para 12. During one of the long dark evening just before Christmas, the master smith and his helper sat in the dark forge near the furnace waiting for the crude iron, which had been put in the fire to be ready to put on the anvil. Every now and then one of them got up to stir the glowing mass with a long iron bar, returning in a few moments, dripping with the perspiration, though, as was the custom, he wore nothing but a long shirt and a pair of wooden shoes. Okay, now see the difficult meaning. Anvil. Anvil here means a heavy iron block with a flat top and concave sides. Okay, and perspiration here means sweat. Okay, now see the explanation. On one long dark evening near Christmas time, the master smith and his helper were sitting in the dark forge which was built near the furnace. He was wearing a long shirt and a pair of wooden shoes because of sweat. Both of them were waiting for a pig iron which was put inside the furnace fire to be ready to put onto the anvil. Okay, so anvil is a heavy block with flat top which is used to shape the metals. They took turns to stir the liquid which was very hot. As they could bear the heat for a few moments, Each of them would return sweating profusely. Okay. Now see the next paragraph. Para 3. All the time there were many sounds to be heard in the fold. The big bellows groaned and the burning coal cracked. The fire boy sold charcoal into the maw of the furnace with a great deal of clatter. Outside roared the waterfall, and sharp north and wiped the rain against the brick tiled roof. Okay, now see the difficult meaning. Bellows means air bag that emits a stream of air used for blowing air into a fire. Now solved means move. M-A-W, ma here means jaws. Clatter means bang, and wiped here means beaten with a wipe here to hit something. Okay. Now listen the explanation. There one could hear different types of sound in the fog. There was a big bellow which was blowing air in the fire with great sound. Also there was the sound of cracking coal. One could also hear the bang of charcoal which was being shoveled by fire boy. The sounds which were coming from outside the mill, these were of the waterfall. The sound is of waterfall, means of raining. The high speed north wind which hit the raindrop against the brick tiled roof, and when the rain dropped on the tiled roof, it also made a sound. Okay. Now see the next paragraph. Para 14. It was probably on account of all this noise that the blacksmith did not notice that a man had opened the gate and entered the fort until he stood close up to the furnace. Now see the explanation of this. It was due to these different types of sound that the blacksmith didn't realize that a man had opened the gate of the fort and had entered till he came and stood near the furnace. And who was that man who entered inside the fort? That man was Vagabond. Hearing the sound, he just ran towards the direction of beating hammer, and there he entered inside. Okay. Now see the next para. Para 15. Surely it was nothing unusual for poor vagabonds without any better shelter for the night to be attracted to fog by the glow of light which escaped through the sooty pants, and to come in to warm themselves in front of the fire. The blacksmiths glanced only casually and indifferently at the intruder. He looked the way people of his type usually did, with a long beard, dirty ragged, and with a bunch of rat trap dangling on his chest. See the difficult meaning here. Sooty panes here means window panes covered in soot. Black powder produced when coal, wood, etc. is burned. Okay. Now listen the explanation. Many homeless people used to get attracted to the lights of the fort which peeked through the window panes which were covered with the black powder of burnt coal. So here same the vagabond also got attracted. They would seek shelter there. They would warm themselves with the help of the burning fire. As the blacksmiths were accustomed to visitors, they were indifferent to the man. They just looked at him. The rat trap seller's appearance was similar to that of other wanderers. He had a long beard, was dirty or old out clothes and had a bunch of rat traps hanging from his chest. Means the blacksmiths who were working there, they were accustomed to the visitors, and that's why they didn't pay too much attention towards the peddler. They thought like others, he also maybe came there for the shelter. Okay, now see the next paragraph. Para 16. He asked permission to stay, and the master blacksmith nodded a haughty consent without honoring him with a single word. Haughty here means arrogant. Okay. The peddler tried to seek permission from the blacksmith so that he could stay in the forge for a night, because at that moment he was having nowhere to go, and that's why he wanted for the shelter. He allowed the peddler with an arrogant consent by just nodding and didn't say a single word to him. Blacksmith allowed the peddler to stay there, but he didn't say anything, only he nodded his head. Okay. Now see the next paragraph. 17. The tramp did not say anything either. He had not come there to talk, but only to warm himself and sleep. In those days, the Ramsau iron mill was owned by a very prominent iron master, whose greatest ambition was to ship out good iron to the market. He watched both night and day to see that the work was done as well as possible. And at this very moment, he came into the forge on one of his nightly rounds of inspection. So here see the meaning of difficult word prominent. Prominent here means very important, and tramp here is vagabond. Vagabond means here who is vagabond? The rat trap sailor is a vagabond. Okay. So listen the explanation. The peddler also said nothing because his main aim was to warm himself and sleep. He was not there to talk with them. He was there only to warm himself and to stay at night. So he also didn't say anything. The owner of the Ramsau iron mill in those days was a very ambitious person, whose aim was to sell only the finest iron into the market. Therefore, he used to keep a check on the workers both during the night and the day. The owner was on a night inspection visit when the peddler entered the forge. Means either you can say it is fortunate for him, fortunate for the rat trap sailor, or it was unfortunate for the rat trap sailor that night the owner visited the forge. Okay. Now see what happened the next. Para 18. Naturally, the first thing he saw was the tall ragamuffin who had eased his way so close to the furnace that steam rose from his wet rags. The iron master didn't follow the example of the blacksmiths, who had hardly designed to look at the stranger. He walked close up to him, looked him over very carefully, and then tore off his slouch hat to get a better view of his face. Now here, the meaning of difficult words. Ragamuffin means a person in rags. Degain here means to do something that one considered to be beneath one's dignity. And slouch hat here means the hat bent on one side of the hat. Okay. So what happened? When the owner entered at the forge, what happened then? Unlike the blacksmiths who were not paying attention to the vagabond, the iron master at once noticed the peddler who was sitting so close to the furnace that steam was coming out of his torn clothes. Why? Because his clothes were wet. He not only went near him, but also removed the wanderer's hat that was bent to one side so that he could see the man face clearly. Okay, means he wanted to know the stranger, he wanted to know the vagabond, and that's why the owner came near the vagabond and he just removed his hat to see his face. Okay, now see the next para. But of course it is you, Nils Olf, he said. How do you look? The man with the rat trap had never before seen the iron master at Tromsø and did not even know what his name was. But it occurred to him that if the fine gentleman thought he was an old acquaintance, he might perhaps throw him a couple of kroner. Therefore, he did not want to undeceive him all at once. Okay, now see the meaning. Acquaintance, acquaintance here means associate, and undeceive here means to sell someone that his belief is mistaken. Okay, what happened when the iron master, when the owner came near the vagabond? At that moment, what happened? When the iron master took off the peddler's hat, he mistook him as an old acquaintance. He thought the vagabond, the stranger, was an old acquaintance named Nils Olf. The peddler didn't know him or had to seen this man before. Peddler didn't recognize him, but he thought if this man mistook him as his old companion and gave him some money out of pity, then it would be good things. And that's why he disguised his real identity. Therefore, he didn't let him know that he had mistaken him as Nils Olf. Means you can see that man was not his old acquaintance, but the greed of kroner, the greed of money, stopped him disclosing his real identity, and that's why he didn't say anything. Means he didn't deny. Okay, now see the next, and this is the last para of this video. See, yes, God knows things have gone downhill with me, he said. You should not have resigned from the regiment, said the iron master. That was a mistake. If only I had still been in a service at that time, it never would have happened. Well, now of course you will come home with me. So, downhill here means worst, the worst situation, the worst condition. And regiment here means unit in the army or defense forces. Okay, see the explanation. So, when the owner thought him as an old acquaintance at that time, the peddler started a conversation with the iron master by saying that things didn't went well with him. At present time his condition was not good. To this the iron master replied that he had made a big mistake by leaving the regiment. He also added that if he would have been working in the regiment when he resigned, he wouldn't have let him do so. Later on, they invited him to his home. Means the owner showed sympathy on the peddler and asked him to come to his house. Okay, means still he was thinking that the stranger was his old acquaintance. And what happened? The stranger has taken the advantage of this, and he said that at that time his condition was not good, and that's why he was there at night. And seeing these all things, showing sympathy, the owner asked him to come to his home. Okay. So here means this in this video I have covered from para 11 to 20, and I hope you will understand it. And if you have not watched the earlier videos, so go back to watch that videos, and after watching that video, then this video will be helpful for you to understand. Okay, and next parts we will continue in next video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.